What's up, YouTube? Hobson Illmind with a collection video this time. Hope you enjoy it. Gonna split this into 3 parts possibly. We'll see where it goes, but let's get started right away. First up, Easy A. I've yet to watch this. It's sealed. I got this from my girlfriend, and yeah, well, me and her will give it a whirl sometime. Next up, Role Models. Love this movie. This movie is funny as hell to me. Sean William Scott's performance with this kid right here, just outrageously funny. This movie was really good to me. 300. This is the movie that started my, to me, in my opinion, Gerard Butler is in my top 5 favorite actors. I don't know why, I just love his performance in this movie. And I think I don't have many of his movies, but I do want to get a lot more of his movies. But aside all of that, this movie was incredible. I've seen this movie countless numbers of times. Saw it twice in the theater, saw it twice on DVD, possibly more, and then just finally picked it up on Blu-ray, and it's a good movie. We'll go with this one over here in this pile. Next up, Knocked Up. I only saw this once in theaters. That's about it. I didn't remember much, so I picked it up again, and it's a decent film. I like some of Seth Rogen's films. Actually, no, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I kinda wanna get all his films, cause I don't know, I just like his performance. Next up, one random from this file. Cloverfield, a found footage type of movie. I love those type of movies. I mean, Paranormal Activity 1 through 4. I mean, it's repetitive, but I love found footages. And this movie was incredible to me. Found footage movies are my top, just my top. I think I only have one in my collection. Pretty sad, and it's like my favorite type of movies. I will be definitely getting more. What I have now is just the beginning of what I'm gonna get. Next up, Dark Knight Rises. I'll say 2 things right now. Y'all need to check out the Visual Expression and what's his name, Blu-ray Hunter. Those two have these crazy collections when it comes to box sets and just everything that involves this and the other two. They have amazing collections. But aside that, this movie is really good. It's really good. I guess, I mean, to me, the whole trilogy, this one would probably be the 3rd. I don't know, I guess. I mean, I love Tom Hardy's performance as Bane. I think that's who it was. I may be talking out of my ass, but he did. Whoever played Bane, pretty sure it was Tom Hardy. He did really good, and yeah. But this is my 3rd. It's not number 1 is The Dark Knight Rises. Next up, we got this one. Jackie Brown, sealed. I've been trying to get all of Quentin Tarantino's movies. I've yet to see this one. I've heard many good things about it, and I will be watching this one soon. Soon. 17 again. This movie was very unexpected. I bought this because I don't know, I remember seeing, I forgot who I saw. I don't really know his actor name, but Silas from Weeds, he comes out in here, and I saw a snip from this movie where Zac Efron basically makes fun of him, and I thought it was funny, so I decided to give it a shot, and I actually was surprised by this film. This film's really good. Next up, we got Spring Breakers. I went to see this movie in the theaters, only 10 minutes of it, got my money back. I didn't like the beginning. Then I finally watched it with a friend of mine, and I didn't ask him his opinion on it, but I thought it was decent. But I really liked how James Franco, they made him after Riff Raff, and I love Riff Raff's music. I think he's unique. That's just in my opinion. But yeah, I like the fact that they modeled him after it. Too bad it wasn't Riff Raff. It was actually supposed to be Riff Raff, but I forgot the story of how he didn't come to be. But besides that, I recently talked about it, and I recently picked this up, so it's sealed. I'm definitely going to give this a revisit pretty soon. But it was decent. I'll give it that. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Saw this movie. Man, this movie is incredible. That ending was, my God, it blew my mind. I didn't expect that whatsoever. You have not watched this, I recommend whoever has not seen this to watch it. This movie was extraordinary, really good, just really good. Excuse me, guys. Next, I got Iron Man with a printout cover. Because I got this with no cover, but of course I've seen this and I absolutely love this movie. I have a lot of superhero stuff. Actually, I'm going on a mission to try to collect every superhero film out on Blu-ray. So you're gonna see a lot of superhero films going on in my collection once we get around everything. Next up, In Too Deep. I recently watched this movie. LL Cool J's performance was wow. Exactly how it says in the back. LL Cool J gives a performance you won't want to miss. His performance in this movie was extraordinary. Grade A performance, in my opinion. This movie was extraordinary. Give this a chance. If you're into gangster films, you're gonna like this film. Definitely. Next up, Batman Begins. Every time I say these, the first people that pop into my head is the visual expression, and of course Blu-ray Hunter, and just that's all I could say. Those two guys they have these extraordinary films. I mean, not films, these extraordinary collections. But yeah, this is my second on my trilogy. From the trilogy, sorry. Scarface. There's not much for me to say. It's Scarface. I'm not just gonna leave it at that. It's Scarface. Next up, The Smurfs. I have never seen this film. It's sealed still. I got this because my mom said she wanted to watch it. We haven't watched it yet. We'll probably be getting around that soon. But I hope it's good. I haven't really looked up any reviews. We'll see. Okay. This next film is going to be the last one I talk about. It's embarrassing that I have... a lot of people have the Digibook. And I've heard so many great reviews about it. And they said that it's really good. And I've yet to see it. I will get around to it. By the way, guys, excuse me about my dogs. I will get around to seeing it, but I've heard many great reviews, and I don't know. I guess because seeing everyone talk about it, and I'm the only one that hasn't seen it, makes me feel sad. So I will definitely get around this soon. But that is The Shawshank Redemption. I have yet to see this film. A lot of people have the Digibooks, and I'm definitely looking to pick that up sometime soon. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really the type of person that goes out of his way to get a Digibook of a film I already own. I mean, I could sell it, but probably just stick to this. But I really want to see this. Definitely. Alright guys, stay tuned for part 2.